You know, I realized recently it's been a minute since I've looked at a new security camera, and I recently received one hot on the heels of their successful Indiegogo campaign. So here in front of me today, I have the Reolink Argus. And I found this one really interesting because, as you can see here on the front of the box, this is a 1080p, wire-free, battery-powered, outdoor or indoor smart security camera. So in theory, this thing can run, I think they said up to 6 months with no Ethernet wire, no battery cable, nothing. Just put it wherever you want it. Stick it on a shelf, stick it on the mantle in your living room, put it out on your deck. You can screw it into the wall, and this thing should continue working until the batteries die. Just double checked, it says 180 days of standby time or 800 minutes of motion recording and live view, whichever comes first, obviously. But again, indoor, outdoor, so this is waterproof, and it retails for $100, which for a security camera is not all that bad, especially for one that's 1080p if the video quality is halfway decent. The other thing about it I found kind of interesting is the emails that they've sent me. They mentioned they don't actually have a cloud storage option yet, so it's all local storage, either on a micro SD card or potentially on a local server. So I'm going to look into that because I've seen complaints from a lot of you guys about every other security camera I've looked at because most of them require you to have a cloud subscription. This one does not. So let's just see how it works, see if it's any good, see how it's built and whatnot. This is available on Amazon now, like I said, as the result of a successful Indiegogo campaign. And here's what comes in the box. So there's a quick start guide, a what's next book, mentions that you get a 2-year limited warranty and an extra 6 months if you leave a review. This looks to be a pattern for pre-drilling your holes. Not sure about that one. And then of course a 24-hour video surveillance sticker if you're into that. Here you get a wall mount with a little tripod holder on it and some mounting screws and what appears to be a SIM ejector tool, which is presumably going to be used for the micro SD card. You get some more screws and anchors. This looks like a magnetic mount that says Reolink on it. Here are the 4 included batteries, and as you can see, they are lithium batteries, CR123A 3-volt batteries. Then there is the camera, but it looks like there's more underneath. A little tool, a little sprudger kind of tool. That's a funny little egg-shaped kind of camera. Let's just see. We've got this, which I guess is a magnetic base. Oh yeah, that's actually a pretty strong connection there. But it also, up inside of there, has a little tripod mount. And even the tripod mount is sticking to that. That's kind of difficult. But if you can get it up in there, get it screwed on, then you've got this adjustable base you can screw it into. Although just for using it around the house and whatnot, this swivel base, this magnetic base, seems like it would do a pretty decent job. But if you're going to have it outdoors, you might want to use the other. Plastic all over the front of this. We'll go ahead and peel away. And it does mention a smart PIR motion sensor, highly sensitive wide angle sensor. That would apparently be this. 1080p full HD and excellent night vision, high quality 2-way talk, so it has a little speaker and a microphone built in, and waterproof. As you can see, there's no open ports, but over on this side, that's where the micro SD card is going to go, and then there's also a couple of what appears to be reset buttons. And as with any of these security cameras, they do have an available app that'll be necessary for setting things up and for viewing it. I have already gone ahead and downloaded it. You can see the Reolink right there, and there's an add new device button. It says find the QR code on your camera. I probably ought to go ahead and put the batteries in it first. And actually, I completely missed it here originally. There's a little section here that says open on the back. You just kind of push in on this little button and then pull it open. And the batteries should just fit in like this. And there you go. You got all 4 batteries in there.
Camera has been started up. Please run Reolink app. Click the add new device button and follow instructions to set up the camera.
So now we are inside of the app. It should be waiting for us. It says scan the QR code. There we go. Hit set up camera. It says, did you hear this? I heard it. It says enter your Wi-Fi settings. And now it says scan the QR code.
Scan succeeds.
And the scan succeeded.
Connecting to your router. Please wait. Wi-Fi connection succeeds. Welcome to Reolink.
And there we go. So we'll go ahead and connect to it, hopefully. Now it's asking me to name the camera, give it a password and confirm it, and then create password. So it says here's how Reolink Argus works. It's not designed for 24/7 live view. It can do 840 minutes of live motion. Here's some battery information. Feel free to pause and take a look. Some installation information, PIR installation, and then the PIR sensor. You can change the sensitivity of it and calculate battery consumption. So it can calculate over the last 4 weeks how much it's been drained. And then it says live viewing. You can see my phone is now showing up on it. And there's my hand, and now I'm just looking straight at it, and you can see on my phone what's going on. And I think if I go ahead and hit the record button here in the app, I should be able to record things, so let's just see. So just in case this is working, I'm recording on the Reolink Argus camera in bright studio lighting, so this is one of the best possible scenarios if this works appropriately. I'm also curious to see how the 1080p frame rate is, if it's 1080p 60 or 30 or 15 or 12. And it looks like the night vision did just kick on. So this is the night vision in daylight. Maybe I'm missing something, or maybe I'm covering a sensor or something. And the recording succeeded, it says. It saved it locally on my phone. I also forgot to put the micro SD card in here, so let me go ahead and do that while I'm thinking about it. There we go. I had to use this little sprudger tool to get it in there because I don't have any fingernails right now. And actually, once I put the SD card in there, I now have an option for playback. And there's an option when you're doing live viewing here in the app. Over here on this side, you can change from fluent to clear, which appears to eat a lot more data. It's using 1500 kilobits right now. If I switch it back to fluent, that's presumably going to be a little bit more smooth playback, and it drops it right down. You can see it's down to 300, 150, so it's hovering right around 150 to 200K, whereas if I switch it over to clear, you're going to get a much higher quality picture. That's pretty interesting though. And I just took a picture of my watch, and then for the talking, let's see if that works. Testing. 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 Oh no. Feedback loop. Testing. Testing. Yeah, I could definitely hear it. And actually, it doesn't sound all that bad. I mean, for a camera this small, it seems to be getting the job done. And a little update from later. Here you can see some footage direct from the camera that actually came from the micro SD card that was recorded over the last day and a half or so, and it is coming out at 1080p, 15 frames per second. But this is not my long-term thoughts and opinions and impressions of this device. This is just a very quick test of it. The app is not that bad. I'll have to look into it a little more and see if there's a better way to offload footage, if there's a way to archive or anything. But so far, just having local storage on this is a very, very nice option. And when they do offer a cloud storage solution, for those people that do not want it stored locally, if you want to be able to get to it from anywhere in the world and not have to worry about local storage, maybe it'll work great for you. But I think that's where I'm going to wrap this video up for today. If you have any more questions, anything you'd like to know about it, if you'd like to see a follow-up video after I've used it for a few weeks or a month, let me know. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks to Reolink for sending this out for me to take a look at. I'll put a link to their website because I think they have an affiliate program. I'll also put a link to where you can buy it on Amazon if you'd just rather go that route, if you're interested in it. Hit the like button if you like the video, subscribe to the channel so you get notified when I put out new videos, and I try to do that 3 days a week at least. And I'll see you again next time.